A lot of the times, the people that I've spoken to, they're working on several different projects and they're really hedging their bets, and that really annoys me. You need to be focused, you need to be determined on this one project. You need to kind of burn all other bridges so there's only one path that you can follow. And that path will definitely take you to the other side. That's what I'm looking for.
So typically in a startup, the most important thing we look for obviously is a great set of founders, are a group of people that are passionate about what they do and they really believe that their company can achieve what they hoped it will.
We're the type of people where, we've done business for so long in this market, we see opportunity very clearly. And it's nice to see when startups are also seeing that opportunity and they're able to intrigue your mind and say, hey, you didn't think about it this way, but if you think about it this way, it's actually really has a lot of potential. And I think startups that can intrigue you is something that excites me the most.
লাইফলাইন প্ল্যাটফর্মটি ব্লাড ডোনার এবং ব্লাড রিসিভারদের জন্য। ব্লাড ডোনাররা এই অ্যাপ্লিকেশনের মাধ্যমে ব্লাড রিসিভারদেরকে খুঁজে পাবে এবং তাদের কাছে ডিরেকশন পাবে যাওয়ার জন্য। আর ব্লাড রিসিভাররা তাদের যে ব্লাড টাইপ দরকার সেই টাইপের ব্লাডের ডোনারদেরকে ইজিলি খুঁজে পেতে পারে।
We are Loose Monkeys. And our mission is to put the world to work.
Loose Monkeys is a very fun project. It's an online job board that is intelligent. We are for the first time giving job seekers and employers a system where they can come and talk and be in one database. We're giving real-time job matches that gives job seekers an understanding and an involvement that they never had before.
I guess the best way to understand Loose Monkeys is that as the world economy is readjusting to products being developed in different parts of the world and sold in different parts of the world, one of the mandate of Loose Monkey is that why not do the same with human resource? Why do people have to be stuck to a geographical region?
Bangladesh is a community that is thriving. I'm from Canada. I travel back to Bangladesh every 6 weeks to 8 weeks. And that's because not only is there opportunity in Dhaka, but now there's raw talent in this community. The startup scene is alive and there's a lot of talent that is finally getting together to make a difference. Why Bangladesh? Why Dhaka? I think the timing couldn't be better. There's a lot of people coming together, putting a lot of smart ideas together at the right time, and I'm excited that Loose Monkeys is part of this community at this time.
So far, as you can see, the startup life is tough. But then why would anyone do it? What leads them to do this? What drives them?
As I had mentioned earlier, if you are in the startup scene strictly because you want to make money, there are much easier ways of making money. Get a job. If you want to change something, if you feel passionate about something, then by all means I would encourage everybody to step into it, because the experiences that you're going to go through as you go through your startup life are going to be mixed. And there are going to be extreme highs, there are going to be extreme lows, and as long as your vision is not altered, you will navigate your way out of it.
So there are many ways to make money, and it turns out that building a startup is not the easiest one. And so I think most entrepreneurs are driven by something different. And I think what drove us was we wanted to do something that could fundamentally change the world in a big way.
So let's talk about failure. As much as we like to pretend that failure doesn't exist, Sometimes it's good to face reality and accept defeat. How do entrepreneurs deal with failure?
I think there's one key reason behind our success, and it is undoubtedly persistence. We've made many mistakes along the way. We've pivoted our company many times. We've changed our product, our team. We've started many offices around the world, closed one. And this is something that every startup will go through. The only promise of a startup is failure. And your job as an entrepreneur is to bulldoze through every failure.
But one thing that separates entrepreneurs from the ones who are not, entrepreneurs really look at failures as a learning experience, and I'm not just paying lip service. There's going to be initial times when you're going to feel the world has beaten you up and you can't stand up. But an entrepreneur very quickly switches from that mentality into thinking, well, what did I learn from it? How do I not make the same mistake again? Again, that all goes back to your passion for what you do. If you have failed in something that you're passionate about, well, that's the price you pay. If you succeed in something that you're passionate about, life couldn't get better.
এখানে আমার বলতে হবে এনআই খান স্যারের কথা, সেক্রেটারি মিনিস্ট্রি অফ আইসিটি। উনি একটা কথা খুব বলেন উদ্যোক্তাদের ব্যাপারে, যে ফেল ফাস্ট। যত তাড়াতাড়ি সম্ভব ফেল করে নাও, তাহলে দুটো উপায় থাকে। ইদার তুমি এটা আর কখনো করবে না, অর্থাৎ হয়তো উদ্যোক্তাই হবে না, অর ওই একই জার্নির মধ্যে দিয়ে আবার যাবে, বাট নতুন একটা এক্সপিরিয়েন্স দিয়ে, যাতে এই ভুলটা আবার না হয়।
Same way it goes for the investor. They're also learning about it by trying and investing. You can say all you want that I'm looking for the right startup and the right thing, but the way you find the right things is just by doing it. And that's why I believe that there is no failure. It's all a learning process. Now, if you don't learn from anything, then that's a different story.
As an emerging market, Bangladesh still has many challenges that make internet businesses a difficult model. We have low credit card penetration, trust issues with the online payment system, and a whole lot more. So with the absence of these basic building blocks of a digital ecosystem, how can online businesses still thrive here?
When you're starting a technology business in Bangladesh, it can be very difficult and different from that in India or Silicon Valley, because you don't have any support mechanism. You don't have someone to promote your business initially. You don't have any tech crunch. You don't have an incubator that can guide you initially. You don't have any Y Combinator. So it is challenging for entrepreneurs in Bangladesh.
Yeah, it's way different, I think. There's some parts that are the same no matter where you go. I think business is somewhat universal in the sense that, you know, you have to do sales, you have to manage relationships, you have to create good clients and partners. But the major differences are, I think, one would be the infrastructure, certainly. From Silicon Valley to Bangladesh, we have to deal with a different type of back end to our business. So the way we collect money from clients or the way we advertise, those things tend to be a little bit more offline than in Silicon Valley.
We were not insiders in the music industry or any of the corporate houses or the advertising firms. But the challenging thing for us is to show off our technology and get all the record labels, all the musicians on board, all the advertisers on board, and all the corporate houses on board. For me, that has been the most challenging and exhilarating experience. I think there was a genuine demand for our product in our market, and what we try to do is build a good product, good genuine product that is built here in Bangladesh by Bangladeshi designers and Bangladeshi programmers, which focuses on Bangladeshi musicians. And there is this appeal to the mass consumer that a product like Dugdugi can emerge from Bangladesh. And I think there's a genuine gap that we filled in, and I think that's what caused the massive responses that we've had so far.
There are a lot of features which are coming. Among them, the payment gateways are coming. That is bKash integration, Brackbank, and DBBL Nexus card. People are gonna buy the songs through these things, the 3 different things, and there are new thing which is coming, that is scratch card. People are gonna go and buy a scratch card and they can scratch the number and put it in the website and they can get the wallet there. So this is the one feature we are working on it, and which will be available. And apart from that, there will be a social feature. People are gonna see what are the songs his or her friends are watching. So this is the thing. And the last feature which is coming is radio. So you select a genre and you start playing unlimited music. So yeah, a lot of more features are also coming.
What we have done is we got our own transportation system, our own logistics to handle these orders on time, and also the payment mode, we have made it cash on delivery.
আসলে সত্যি যে বিল্ডিং ব্লকগুলো দরকার অনলাইন সলিউশনস প্রোভাইড করতে বা অনলাইন পেমেন্টের জন্য, সেটা আসলে কিছুটা পিছিয়ে আছি আমরা, বাট দেয়ার আর সাম সলিউশন যেটা নাকি অলরেডি ইউজ করছে আমাদের দেশে অনলাইন যারা সলিউশন দেয়। আমরা এরকম কিছু সলিউশন প্রোভাইডারদের কাছ থেকে সলিউশন নিই, যেমন পাইজার আছে, এছাড়া আপনার ভার্চুয়াল পেমেন্টের জন্য ভার্চুয়াল মাস্টার কার্ড সিস্টেম আছে, যেগুলোর মাধ্যমে বিভিন্ন গেটওয়েতে আমাদের কাছে এসব পেমেন্টগুলো আসে।
This is a world internationally renowned platform that handles payments from point A to point B, meaning from one country to another, allowing the abilities for clients to be able to send payments or remittances around the world. Well, originally we started by getting into Bangladesh to help understand the area there. It's a large remittance marketplace, but we've also seen since then a very large potential for e-commerce activities, both locally and as well internationally.
So if I were a startup, I would find one or multiple mobile banking service providers, either bKash, DBBL, or Islami, or a combination of a few of those. Go sign up as a merchant payer, receive the necessary documentations to fill out, submit, wait for 3 days to 7 days, however long it takes for them to approve, and then I have a merchant account. With that merchant account, I can advertise and tell people that if they want to buy services or products from me, this is the account number where they need to transfer funds to. Simple as that.
You know, like because we are starting up our whole ecosystem of e-commerce, I mean, there's going to be a lot of challenges, but then our job is to overcome the challenges, you know, and that's what everyone else has done. Look at India, you know, 5 years ago, their e-commerce was still climbing and, you know, rising up the rank. But today they're, you know, at a total different level where they've got a much better infrastructure. Our job simply is to take it to, you know, to the next level.
So there could be a number of things that could help improve the scale up of online businesses. I think the most important among them would be trust. We have inherent trust in dealing with cash. As a nation, we haven't had much experience in anything far beyond. So the trust factor comes from a series of things: the government behind this, the regulators, the strength of the regulator, but also history. As you and I begin to see many of our friends and relatives using it, hearing good, positive stories, that builds a collective trust. We've seen there's been a number of experimentations on providing government-to-people payments through mobile banking, some garments factories paying their employees through mobile banking. All of this, over time, will contribute to a collective trust that's built for mobile banking. And I think it's not too far into the future when we have that in place for e-business and to flourish in this country.